Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about five things that would mess up the lack of communication with me and my wife. There's a lot of things that I've learned in this marriage, a lot of things that I've learned about marriage, a lot of things that I needed to shed myself of, uh, things I needed to change from those things and be able to, uh, you know, move forward in terms of understanding what the problem is and how to solve it. Because a lot of times I would just say what the problem is, but I wouldn't have a way to solve it, which would cause more tension in the marriage, which cause more communication problems. So, uh, yeah, I have five things. See if it helps or not. But these are things that I went through personally. I can't say what another guy has gone through or anything like that. I'm just gonna be bringing up what happened with me and what worked for me in order to fix those issues. One of the things um, is I wouldn't tell her I was doing something. So, being an only child um, and living with my grandparents and my mother growing up, uh, they kind of kept to themselves. So I was doing things on my own. Was making decisions on my own. I was used to that, right? By myself. I wasn't with a roommate or anything like that. Uh, they would kind of keep to themselves. So I would be able to. I had the freedom to do whatever I wanted to do, whatever I felt like doing, to a certain extent. And ultimately, that made me just think of myself, right? Uh, so coming into the marriage, I'm thinking that what I'm doing is actually helping the marriage when indeed it's not, because I'm not communicating it. I'm not telling her what's going on. I'm just doing it. And that would infuriate her. So that's one thing I can say that definitely uh, was a problem. Another thing is that I assumed that she wanted something that is not what she asked for. There would be times when she would ask me to go to the store for something, or to tell me to cook a certain something, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna put my own pizzazz on it. I'm gonna put my own thing on, my own swang on it. Uh, I'll do it this way because this is what I'm used to, and I'm sure she'll be appreciative of it. Not the case. Not the case at all. Um, this goes back to the first thing, which I'm doing things by myself, so I'm doing it the way I would do it, not how she would want it. Um, it'd be a gift, um, and I'd be like, oh, they don't have that certain gift. Let me get her this instead, without actually talking to her about it, and then that would cause tension as well. So for me, that was another thing that was not great. Was not great. um, will cause a lot of issues within the marriage, and uh, just things that I needed to work on, but fully didn't understand how to actually stop it. Another thing that was an issue was I assumed that she knew what I was thinking. Uh, Maybe a lot of times where I'd be like, I probably don't need to speak on that. She knows how I feel about that. We've been around, we've been together for over a year. Um, she knows how I feel about this. Yet not the case. She can't mind read it, and I can't mind read it. So why would I assume that she knows what I'm talking about? So that was an issue. Uh, and definitely something we had to uh, talk about. Uh, like, yeah, we know each other to a certain extent, but there's always room for growth in a marriage, and understanding, communicating. You can never stop communicating. That's something else I had to learn. So for me to think that she would understand or know where I'm coming from without me even voicing it is crazy. A big one, another big one I should say, is getting upset when she tells me about my lack of communication. There's a lot of times I put up like a defense, like, oh, I need to protect Daniel. I need to protect Daniel, because I didn't like the way this was coming towards me. I didn't like the fact that she was exposing me. I'm not even that bad of a person. How could you say this about me? So those things like that, putting up a whole defense mechanism, not even realizing the issue that I had, just trying to keep myself safe instead of making her safe, So that's a big part in terms of why there was a lot of issues. So definitely I had to acknowledge the issue that I had. That's a big part of it, acknowledging the issue that you have. You need to do that. I don't know how many times I said sorry. I have never said sorry so much in my entire life. But it goes hand in hand with what what you need in order for it to work. It's a lot of work. You're gonna have to say sorry. You're gonna have to eat that. Put down yourself. Take away the selfishness and just talk about things. So I needed to understand it and focus on that and do that in order for this to be a successful, growing marriage. So yeah, there's that. And the last one is crazy. I would not speak on the lack of communication that I had towards her. I would acknowledge it sometimes, and that's a very rare. It was like 20% of the time. I would acknowledge it, but I won't speak on it. I won't come up with a solution in order to break it, and that's a big part. You need to come up with a solution to break it. Come up with a solution on your own, discuss it with your partner, together with your wife. And so you both can understand what the problem is, how to fix it, and where we're going from there. So that was definitely something that I had to work on, something that I had to figure out, and actually put action into it. Not just writing it down or telling her. I had to actually put action into it. What action am I going to do in order for this to happen? Because if I don't put no action towards it, it's not going to happen. And then it'll be a continuous spiral down, and we don't need that. So definitely had to fix that up. But now I don't know. This is not professional advice. I'm not a therapist or nothing. I'm just a dude going through marriage. So that's certain things that I've learned that help me